chapter-wise content for Power BI. The module 1, SQL, primary prerequisite to step into main concepts Power BI. Let's understand what exactly Power BI means, or what exactly Power BI is, and what we do as a data analyst with Power BI technology. Simple. Power BI is all about reporting and dashboarding activities. In our classes, we'll be working with multiple types of data sources like CSV, database, Euro files, PDF, Excel, text, Parquet, CSV or JSON, XML, etc. We'll be working with multiple types of live as well as old historical data sources and design beautiful reports. So Power BI is a technology that has multiple tools inside it. Using Power BI tools, like for example, we have something called desktop tool, report builder tool, desktop RS tool, like this. There are different tools, 6 different tools are there in Power BI. Using those 6 different design tools and with the help of 3 implementation technologies, 6 design tools plus 3 implementation technologies, Power Query, DAX and Copilot. We will be designing the reports, creating dashboards, host them in cloud or sometimes in a server, a report server in your company's data center, either cloud or report server. 2 different hosting environments. So Power BI is basically a collection of tools and techniques for report generation activities. In Power BI, we can perform data reporting concepts on any type of data, no exceptions at all. The visualizations, the dashboards, transformations, data modeling activities, business reporting, real-time analytics, and AI-based insights are the main activities we can do using Power BI. The advantages of Power BI. Number 1, data connectivity. Yes, Power BI can read data from hundreds of types of data sources. Let me show you. So Power BI is basically a dashboarding environment, analytics environment. I will be helping you step by step how to configure, how to install and configure the tools, the 6 design tools, installations. For now, basic level, let's take one particular tool out of those 6, Power BI Desktop. Here, Power BI can read data from wide variety of sources I told, right? Here are the sources. Azure, SAP, PeopleSoft, AWS, Amazon, or we have ADP Analytics, Google Cloud, Big Site Security, or we have Zoho, Zendesk. Any type of data from anywhere, we can easily extract the data. And the list keeps improving, the list keeps increasing every month. Because active development and R&D at Power BI to release monthly updates. In our classes, we'll be taking all types of data, files, databases, websites, social media, apps, API data, and big data cloud. So data connectivity is a main advantage of Power BI to connect to wide varieties of data. Number two, interactive dashboards and reports. Yes, Power BI has its richness to help us to generate any type of data, to generate reports from any type of data. So using Power BI, we can get eye-catchy reports. Next, apart from this, in fact, the eye-catchy reports will be taken in our classes, AI-powered insights. In olden days, we used to do drag and drop manually to generate the reports. Now with AI and Copilot, part of our classes, we will see how to auto-generate the reports. Each report has multiple items. For example, this report has a chart visual, something called a tree map visual, line chart visual, like this. One report will have multiple visualizations. Those visuals can be generated automatically using AI. Live real-time analytics are possible. Using Power BI, we can implement security and governance implementation activities, easy collaboration and sharing to Microsoft users, non-Microsoft users, both, including public users. We can share Power BI items. We can easily perform data prep activities. We can easily perform the data prep activities, or also called the data preparation, that includes Power Query. We can perform these concepts. And here in Power Query data prep, we have something called Power Query and DAX activities. I have 50 examples for each. 50 examples on Power Query and 55 examples on DAX. We'll be learning all items slowly, step by step throughout the course. Data preparation is mandatory to step into the beautification of data, that is reporting. I'll take this with utmost care. Data preparation, and then comes data cleansing, formatting, and reporting. Mobile reports, which are now very much enhanced in Power BI. Extensibility and integrations. Power BI visuals can be easily integrated with Microsoft, and of course in few cases non-Microsoft products like Raspberry APIs, REST APIs. We can read data from those APIs into Power BI, and we have cost effective and scalable compared to other reporting environments. Power BI, in spite of AI insights and huge volume of data capacity for reporting, still it is cheaper and comparatively very easy to use. Now let's understand the high level workflow to get into Power BI on my screen. In our classes, from the very next chapter, very next class, of course, we do the installation of few tools, and then we'll start reading data from files, databases, ERP, CRM systems, IoT, Internet of Things, IoT devices, and applications, apps. From there, we read, connect, and ingest data, store it into something called One Lake or Microsoft Power BI in-memory data store. From there, we step into something called transformations using Power Query. From Power Query comes something called modeling, semantic modeling concepts, visualizations. Inside modeling, we have DAX, DAX, data analysis expression language. The visualizations, the visuals, the reports can be given in the form of dashboards to the end users. Dashboards are nothing but multiple reports or report elements plated together or put together. We can share the dashboards or the reports or mobile format or live data sharing activities. This is a complete overview of Power BI ecosystem. And remember, Power BI is comparatively cheaper. You compare Power BI with other reporting elements like other reporting technologies like Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense. Power BI is comparatively cheaper. And there is a separate certification from Microsoft. As you see on the screen, the complete end-to-end flow is there, right? Right from the left side data. Right from the left side data to rightmost side, the visualizations, dashboards, I mean consumption activities. So all these end-to-end items have one certification from Microsoft that is called PL300, Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst Certification. It involves SQL, Microsoft SQL and Power BI with AI and Copilot concepts. In my classes, whatever we do from our next session, the complete step-by-step practice from installation, it is guided towards the PL300 exam. So need your support. Kindly revise Module 1, MS SQL, SQL queries. You're already aware of those SQL concepts. Revise them before you step into Module 2, Power BI. And then eventually project work and PL300 exam guidance. If someone is very new to, very new to SQL, I strongly recommend you start with SQL first. Revise queries, CTE, subqueries, views, joins, and optimizations. Then step into Power BI. Finally, project work. So that we can get maximum benefit from our classes with detailed notes, daily assignments, weekly mock interviews. We do more, we get more. Please, need your support. Complete course curriculum, just to get some idea on my screen. In Power BI, we are going to start with introduction and basic reports. Step into something called interactions, grouping, slicer, hierarchy, filters, buttons and bookmarks, and big data access. First 9 chapters are one category, all basics. Then we'll learn about visualizations and AI components. Next, after we do the visualizations and AI insights, then comes Power Query. This is ETL concepts. 50 examples on Power Query, 50. 50 examples on Power BI Cloud. Then 50 more examples, about 70 on DAX. About 70 examples on DAX. Including the new concepts in Power BI latest version, that is TMDL. Tabular mode or tabular model definition language. It's nice, simple user interface. KPI reports with AI options, security, governance, and detailed architecture. We'll take them slowly, step by step in our classes. Next. Once you complete all these 36 chapters practice, of course, remember SQL mandatory. Revise SQL during your free time. After all these 36 chapters, then you'll work on a project for your resume, including certification. The complete guidance for certification to be provided. Common question. Number one, what about the data sources? Data sources, I'll provide you part of the course. Local as well as cloud data source credentials, I'll provide you. Number two, what about Power BI? Cloud access. Part of the course, I will provide you the complete Power BI cloud account access. We'll do it carefully. Next, number three, certification. I will provide you the certification guidance and the samples dumps, latest dumps for PL300 exam. This particular course also helps you for one fabric certification, that is DP600 exam, fabric data analyst. That exam also has its own importance. You may opt for the PL300 and or DP600, anything, or you may opt for both. DP600 requires additional fabric concepts we need to learn and practice. Complete PL300, this module, these two modules will work together enough. For DP600, in addition to these two modules, you need additional fabric concepts also. Additionally, you may do it later if required. First, let's do Power BI, core Power BI concepts and concentrate on PL300. SQL concepts, please revise. Group by joins, this is important. Please revise it. Revise normal forms and modeling because we need it for Power BI DAX data modeling and big data access, including TMDL, semantic models. Data modeling required. Transactions and logins, please revise. Stored procedures, views, and joins also, please revise them, including SQL data types. Okay, please revise these things carefully. I forgot to mention constraints also. Without constraints, we will not be able to take it further in the DAX data modeling, because here we have something called fact tables, dimension tables. Dimensional modeling. For that, the highlighted items are very, very important, please. So revise these SQL concepts carefully during your free time for best results. With this, we'll stop now. In case of any further questions, please do reach me or my team. Anyone is fine. Either me or my team, we are always glad to assist you. Reach my team on this particular number 9666440801 or reach me directly on this number 90300400801. With this, we'll stop now.